If you are playing in a tournament round right now, please stop the clock where it is. Pause what you're doing. And if you've already paused what you're doing, great.
I hope you're enjoying our little shove. Everybody, thank you for coming out. We've been excited to do this for a long time, and it's going great. So thanks for being here and joining us in what I think is the coolest party I've ever been to. All right, so I just wanted to say thanks and then introduce our panel here for those of you who have not met them. On the end is Ed Burrell, our creative manager. In the middle is David Carl, or DC as you guys know him. And on my right is Will Schick, our Director of Business. So we wanted to pause the games here for a minute just to share some of the cool stuff that we've got coming down the pike. And I'm going to turn it over to Will.
All right, so first let me ask you a question. How are the War Machine players out there enjoying Wrath? Excellent, excellent. Now, of course, for you Hordes players out there, we didn't want to leave you high and dry. You've got really exciting things coming this year. Of course, on the screen right now, you're getting a sneak peek at the final concepts for both the Scorn battle engine, and soon enough, coming up in the rotation, you'll see the Trollkin battle engine as well. In addition to that, we've got a lot of cool stuff coming out in that book. Some of it you know, including 2 new Warlocks, Two new Warlocks for each faction, as well as a battle engine, of course, for each faction. However, each of the 4 main Hordes factions is also getting a brand new character War Beast that will be part of an add-on kit that goes to the new heavy plastic kits that we'll be releasing in 2013. For those of you who have taken a look at either the P3 demo area or have attended a couple of the seminars, I bet you've seen the new Circle Heavy in metal right now. And if you want to know why it's metal and not plastic, you can ask those guys and they will let you know how the production process goes and why those things are like that. So a lot of cool stuff there. But we're really not here right now to talk about 2012 or 2011. Ugh, it's been a long day. We're here to talk about 2012. And now in 2012, we've got a lot of really awesome stuff coming. It's going to be a huge year for us, and we're very excited to share some sneak peeks of some of that stuff with you guys tonight. Starting off, obviously War Machine and Hordes will be each getting a new anthology book next year that will build on the story and on the excitement that is laid down in Wrath and Domination. In those books, there's going to be new models, of course, and we're going to see a few brand new epics of iconic characters, 2 of which are Asphyxius and Lilith. So you can take that as you will. But those are not the only things that are happening in 2012, and we're going to kick things off with DC here, talking about what a lot of people have been asking for many years now. DC, take it away. I did not mean 2013, I meant 2012.
For the plastic War Beast kits, that is. Alright, so one of the things that we get asked at a lot of different conventions that we attend is what's going on with the Iron Kingdoms role-playing game. A lot of times we don't have a particularly good answer to that question, I'm afraid. It might be due to timing or personnel or any number of other factors, but we do have an answer for you today here at Lock and Load, and I'm going to start out by explaining how the timing is going to work. At Gen Con 2012, it is our goal to release 2 complete books for the role-playing game, and these will have all of the material needed to get players immediately immersed into the game, give them all the tools that they need for some amazing adventures, and and also give them an expansive array of character possibilities. One of the things that we'll be doing for the new version of the role-playing game set in the Iron Kingdoms is that we're going to have a proprietary system. Despite its various awards and acclaim, the one element of the Iron Kingdoms role-playing game that we were never quite happy with was the core gaming experience of the mechanics that it had. There are certainly things that worked well in that system, and the D20 system had its built-in audience, but as we revisit the role-playing game, we can put exactly the system that we want in place. One that's going to reflect the way that we see the world and see these characters that we've created. It'll also share some things in common with a game that some of you guys might be familiar with, War Machine and Hordes. So, some common elements there. We also want to capture the feel of the Iron Kingdoms as War Machine and Hordes does, and make the battles that you fight and the characters you create take front and center there. We will have the ability to play Warcasters and Warlocks in the RPG. There will also be a flexible system in place for how you start the campaign. You don't necessarily have to work into becoming a Warcaster or Warlock over months and months of playing, but be able to start one from day one. On the flip side of that, characters like Scouts and Gun Mages will have their own perks and advantages, so the Warcasters and Warlocks won't steal all of the spotlight, but there will be plenty of chances for everyone's character to shine. And so that's where we are at this point with the RPG, and I'm going to pass this along to Ed for slightly RPG-related news.
All right, first of all, I'd like to ask, who's a fan of Andrea Uderzo's artwork? Andrea has done a really great job at helping us define the look of War Machine and Hordes, and if you've been paying attention over in the tournament headquarters, we've shown some slides off among the events that really showcase his artwork. But we've got another artist whose work you're seeing in there too. He's a guy named Nestor O'Sandon, and he is our new staff artist. He is going to help us define the look of the Iron Kingdoms role-playing game. He's been featured in a lot of the new the Wrath art. I think he's done 4 pieces in there, and he's heavily featured in Domination. Moving forward, we're going to have him working day and night on this stuff. So keep an eye out. This is an in-progress shot of the cover. Give him a little break. He started it on Monday.
Monday, wow.
So yeah, when we found out his speed and his talent, we harnessed that energy right away.
Harnessed.
And I'm going to give the mic back to DC, and he's going to give you another little sneak peek at a piece of artwork for his next project, I believe.
You guys might recognize the guy in the front and center there in the picture. It's one of the Goblin Bodgers, but the setting is clearly different as opposed to being in the usual background that you'll see for Bodgers games. This new game is going to take place in a post-apocalyptic setting. And Will's going to give you a little info on it.
So the game is called Heap, and in it you're going to get the chance to play a band of roving Bodgers in a post-apocalyptic setting. And your goal in that game is to complete a motley fleet of motor vehicles. And you do so by warring over these giant scrap heaps that are filled with all kinds of good bits and baubles to make your vehicles all the more deadly and chaotic. The newest in the Bodgers card game line is going to bring back the fast and furious action with just the right dash of hilarious fun and plenty of Goblin mayhem that you'd expect, just like Infernal Contraption and Scrappers did as well for the line. It's going to be perfect for a wild night of apocalyptic mayhem with friends, as well as anyone who happens to enjoy the dark and dirty future with a little bit of cartoonish fun. So look forward to that, and that's going to be out next year as well, and there'll be plenty of information coming on the website in the next few months, along with some art teasers and stuff like that. So we're very excited about that game. It's a heck of a lot of fun, guys. We've been playing it in the office quite a bit. We're going to continue to fine-tune it a little bit before it's finished, but it's great. All 3 of us up here, and Matt, who has yet to actually sit down to a full game of it, but we'll get him here very soon and on it too, and I'm sure it'll be a favorite for everyone. So with that in place, I'm going to pass it back over to Matt so that he can give you the last big sneak peek that we'd like to do tonight for next year.
Okay, two things actually. One of the other questions that we've been asked for years is when are we going to do science fiction? And so we just wanted to give you a quick little teaser on a new world that we are developing now. And again, this will be a 2012 release, probably Gen Con for us. And you want to throw the image up? The new setting is called Level 7. And I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. We'll be exploring this through a series of different games, unlike anything that we've done before. And this will be the new property of Private Deer Press in the future. So, and then with that, the last treat we have comes from our friends over at White Moon Dreams, who have been working on the War Machine video game. They put together a new trailer for E3 this year, and they sent it on up for us so that we could give you a little look at it as well. I'm told that White Moon Dreams is supposed to be putting that up on YouTube here in the next week or so. So anybody that needs another fix and maybe seeing it a little bit smoother, I think it was running a little slow there. So check that out pretty soon. And I think that's all we have as far as announcements. Thank you again, and let's get back to gaming.
Like,